Hey, this is Taylor with Believe in the Run, and I'm here with my first thoughts on the On Cloudultra 3. I'm just gonna be honest, I haven't been in a lot of On trail running shoes, and I'm gonna be kind of even more honest and say I think that's a pretty okay thing until this recent history of the Cloudultra series really revamping On. I was in the Cloud Surfer Trail, which was basically their road shoe with a little extra luggage. I enjoyed that one. It was great for that door to trail, gravel road, that kind of thing. The Cloud Vista 2 did not impress me at all. But then we had the Cloudultra Pro, which is a landmark shoe for On as a brand, but also for the trail running industry. That shoe is phenomenal. It's one of our favorites this year. And really, if you're landing in our top favorites this year, it's going to mean that you're kind of in an all-time list. This year has been a banner year for trail shoes, and the Cloudultra Pro is very deserving of your attention for sure. And now we have the Cloudultra 3, which really gathered my attention because it has a lot of the same technologies, similar materials and silhouette to the Cloudultra Pro, just pared down in some ways, and it's going to be meant for more of the rugged and technical terrain. That's what they're saying. So to do that, they took the stack down quite a bit. So this is going to be like 32.5 to 26.5, I believe is what the spec sheet said. So that's like 8 or 9 millimeters lower than the Cloudultra Pro. So it's lower to the ground. It does have a Helion HF foam, just like in the Cloudultra Pro. But what's different here is this is quite a bit more dense. Just by palpating it, you can feel it, and definitely underfoot. When I took this out of the box, it felt much firmer than I was hoping for. Reminded me of the Cloud Vista 2 a little bit in that sense, but thankfully as I wore it around the house and throughout my first run, it softened noticeably. And I'm really happy for that because one, I love the Cloudultra Pro's sensation and the foam there, but also because you can have technical, rugged trail runners with a little bit of character in the foam. It doesn't have to be firm or flat. So I'm glad that this is starting to soften up a little bit and reveal a little bit of character. I hope that trend continues throughout my experience in this shoe. It also has a nylon speed board, typical of On, which does firm up that forefoot and actually give a little bit more stability. It felt really neutral running in this so far. I felt fairly connected to the ground, felt like there was a little bit of character coming out in that ride overall, and just did fine from gravel road to single track. One thing I really appreciate about this model and in the Cloudultra Pro is that this forefoot is a little more forgiving. It's a little more anatomically shaped, a little more rounded, so it's going to accommodate a lot of different types of feet. Unless you have a very narrow foot, you might not fill the space up enough, but I really appreciated that overall fit, and that through the midfoot and the heel with this Leno weave upper and the more structure in the heel and padding, it just allowed for a fit that was really proficient for a lot of terrain so far, even the more technical stuff I was on, without being too tight or too snug. So it's just a comfortable shoe overall. Again, I hope this midsole recipe softens up a little bit and reveals some character. Overall stable, fairly neutral as well. And again, that lower to the ground and overall recipe is going to help with that. What might be a little bit disappointing actually, because this is meant for more rugged terrain, they still kept a very low profile on those Missiongrip lugs. Yes, the Missiongrip is quite tacky, it is fairly durable as well, but you need some luggage to really dig into some of that more technical terrain. So overall, I'm feeling pretty optimistic about this. Again, I hope it just starts to open up and blossom as I continue to run in the On Cloudultra 3 at $180. I really hope it does, because if it does, and this ends up being a complimentary shoe to the Cloudultra Pro to have a really nice quiver of shoes from On, that would be huge. And again, with the performance that we saw in the On Cloudultra Pro, even if this is a fraction of that, it's going to be a really solid shoe. So, On Cloudultra 3 overall, hopeful, I guess is what I'm feeling. There we go. Full review to come on BelieveInTheRun.com. See you later.